Hey everybody, 8-Bit Josh here and welcome to Planet Zoo. Yes, it's our first Planet Zoo sandbox video here on the channel, and this is going to be the new zoo that we're going to be working in. So this is, I decided to go back to the time-lapse format that we kind of did for a while there in my last, in my Planet Coaster series, Aurora Park and Shady Gorge Park. And I kind of stopped doing it in favor of a more like kind of update style video where I just kind of showed you what we did on live streams over on my Twitch channel. But I figure for this zoo, and being that it's a new game, I think it works best to go back to the time-lapse style video. And so you may notice already that there's some buildings in the background and even a habitat. That's what we did on the live stream over on my Twitch channel. And so what we'll be doing is, we'll be working in the same zoo in my Twitch channel like when we're live, but I'll also be doing additional stuff in a time lapse like this for you guys here on YouTube. So like, I have my Shady Gorge, I almost said Shady Gorge Zoo, but my Shady Gorge Park in Planet Coaster, the idea was that any progress in that park was strictly done on a live stream, and then I would kind of do like the little update videos for you guys here. Well, that was okay, but I feel like progress in that park went a little bit slower because of that. So we're gonna be doing regular live streams on my Twitch channel, but I'm also gonna be doing these time-lapse builds as well. So hopefully we can get, more accomplished in a little bit more of a timely manner. And I think it seemed like you guys sort of preferred this style of video over just sort of the hey, here's an update and this is what we built. And so what we're working on here, this is sort of the little entrance plaza. And so the guests walk into the zoo, and this is going to be like the plaza and the big entrance building here. It's just going to be a facade, but we're going to have it's going to say gift shops, and then kind of on each side of the plaza there's going to be some buildings there as well that you'll see a little bit later on in the real-time gameplay that we're going to do, which if you want to skip ahead, the real time is in about like six and a half minutes maybe. I would check around somewhere between there. But yeah, so I did off stream this building right here, and I was going for a modern / rustic style with the plaza. So just a mix of metals and stone with some wood and fabric thrown in there. It's meant in a way to combine kind of all the styles that you will see individually throughout the zoo. And so, speaking of the zoo, so we're going to have a few different themed areas in the zoo based on different regions around the world, which is, really also based on the different themes that exist in the game. So first we started working on in the live stream is the North American area, which is called Frontier Falls, which I'll show you more of in the real-time gameplay when we get there. We're also going to have an African-themed area that's going to be called Trails of Africa, and another area will be Asian-themed, and that's going to be called Heart of Asia. So we're going to see, probably some temple builds in there, probably, obviously there's going to be some Bengal tigers and stuff. It's going to be really cool. I have some ideas around that as well. There's also going to be a fourth area based around the Indian theme in the game, and I still need a name for that one. So, if you guys want, feel free to suggest names down in the comments as well, because I always like when you guys add your input into my builds. So then, another thing I kind of wanted to mention, so another goal I want to tackle with this series is trying to not only make it really highly detailed, but realistic as well. You know, I've had some requests for realistic park builds in Planet Coaster, and I was sort of hesitant on the idea, but I think it will work well with the zoo because, you know, we're not going to be really doing any sort of big fantastical ideas like we do in a Planet Coaster. You know, we're not going to have large sci-fi zoos, I don't think, you know, lots of robotic and cybernetic animals running around. I don't think we're going to see that. But yeah, so just kind of finishing up the time lapse, this is the roof here that we're working on, and I tried to make it like a little unique, not just like, you know, kind of like a standard roof. I wanted it to have that sort of modern feel, and I think we pretty much accomplished that. So yeah, I think this pretty much does it for the time lapse. There's a little bit left, so let's go ahead and we'll finish up this time lapse, and then let's jump into the real-time gameplay. Okay, and here we are in the real-time gameplay. You can see we've done, well, I've done a lot more since the time lapse. We completed, for the most part, the entrance building here, and pretty much the plaza is, I would say, like 90% complete, which is because we haven't done anything with this side of it. But I'm not sure what we'll do. I was thinking I wanted to do something on each side, kind of like this, maybe not exactly this type of building duplicated, but, you know, kind of having buildings on each side. But it may just be like, this is where, I don't know, maybe there will be some sort of facility, like facade building, maybe a habitat will be over here. Well, no, I don't think we'll have a habitat, but yeah, so this is our plaza, which I think turned out really, really cool. I like it. And it's definitely, you know, I tried to make use of, like, because there's so many new things in Planet Zoo, like building pieces and decorations. Yeah, it's pretty great. So this is the entrance building, and like I said, it's mostly a facade. There's, you know, there's nothing, like, guests can't really go in here, which, you know, we could put like a shop behind this, but I kind of would rather just have it have the illusion that it's, you know, a functional building. I also rather like the inside here, which I was like, should I put a tree in here? And you know what? I did, and I think it actually kind of works. It kind of works, right? Like, it looks cool. But I tried to just sort of theme it out with, you know, lots of uses of animals. We have animal pictures up here and over here. We have a sweet gorilla statue. And then on this side, we have a sweet elephant statue, like carved. Like, look at the details on that. It's ridiculous. It looks so good. That looks like, it looks like wood to me. It looks like you could actually reach out and touch it and you'd like feel the little grooves, like all the little carvings and stuff. But yeah, so this is it. I do need to sort of finish our, so we have a cosmic cow stand here, and I just need to sort of finish off the little seating area. But again, I think it turned out pretty cool. And then this is another facade building. It's meant to be like, hey, education center, come inside and watch some videos, you know, maybe little documentaries that explain animal conservation and, you know, changing of the environment and things like that. I know that there are educational video screens and panels and stuff in the game, but we're gonna save those for like when you're actually in the zoo. So again, I just wanted it to have that look, and I think it turned out really good. What I don't think I mentioned in the time lapse, so we are in the tropical biome because, I mean, look at that background. Like, it is on fire. That looks so good. I can't get over it. They shared a little teaser screenshot of this biome a few weeks back. It might have been like the week before the game released, and I was just blown away. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this this has got to be the biome that we make our zoo in. And so we did. So I want to point out, okay, so this is going to be the name of our zoo, but as I was building this, I realized there is a letter missing in the game. It just doesn't exist in the game. So I've been running a pretty simple little contest over in my Discord server, which if you haven't joined, feel free to. The link is down in the description. Basically, guess the name of the zoo. If you can do that, I'm giving away a random Steam game code, but you gotta go over to my Discord channel to enter. But if you want to just guess in the comments anyway, you don't really care about the contest, feel free to do that as well. So, I mentioned the North American area we started, Frontier Falls. If you watched, any of the beta live streams I did, or even some of the videos for the zoo that we were working on in that park, we had a little area called Frontier Falls, and it was, meant to sort of be a North American area. We didn't really get to flesh it out too much in the span of 2 weeks that the beta went on, but I knew when the game released, I wanted to recreate it and expand on that idea. So that's what we did. This is the entrance area of Frontier Falls. And we walk up here, and the guest can look down, and we have our first habitat. It's American bison, and we've already had baby bisons. We have 2 of them. Look at them. Look at this guy. Look at him with his little horns. He's so cute. Oh, he's gonna run. Yeah. Oh, you can like hear him like breathing heavier as he's running. That's awesome. But yeah, so this is our American bison habitat, and oh, there's Mama. Over here is Daddy. You can tell because he's like way bigger. That's Daddy. That's Daddy Bison. Oh, and another bison made a poo. But yeah, I mean, it's fairly simple because bison, they're like plains animals. They don't live in forests and stuff. They live in typically pretty flat areas. So I tried to I love watching them run. Which by the way, I put a highlight video up on my Twitch channel. You have to go check out because there's a clip of a bison rolling around in the little mud pit. It is fantastic watching. It's so much fun. Yeah, so I tried to, sort of make this look like, as much as I could, like an actual somewhere where bison would live. Why do I keep hearing like sparks? What I'm hearing. Like almost like sparks, like something's failing, but I don't see anything. And so, I tried to make it like, since this is a mud pit, I tried to make the terrain darker and more muddy around it, and then it kind of fades back to grass as it goes around. I tried to do like, sort of like a little natural path, like, hey, this is where the zookeepers walk in, so it may be a little bit more, trampled down and stuff. And then again, part of the, as I was mentioning in the time lapse, of trying to make a more realistic park. So we have a facility building here, which is just a facade. And oh, I just realized I need to move this door. And then I have like a little path here to sort of simulate the idea that, maybe staff walk back and forth through here a lot, so the grass hasn't really grown. But we're going to expand on it more. This is not complete right here. Oh, we were probably hearing the poo vacuum. That's probably what that was. And then also back here as well. So this is like our little staff center. Probably, I don't know if I'm gonna do like just 2 big buildings on each side, or it may just be 1 big building. I kind of haven't really figured that out. Maybe that's what we'll work on in the next stream. Not really sure. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards 2 separate buildings, kind of build them up so that, these 4 look like one building and these 3 look like a single building. And then yeah, so I mean I think that's, you know, that's pretty much it for, you know, the real time. You saw all the fun time-lapse stuff, which we're going to continue doing. And, you know, if you guys want to ever come check out our live streams, it's always a good bit of fun. I always, you know, enjoy taking your guys' suggestions in real time. And yeah, so the link to my Twitch channel is always in the description down below. It's just twitch.tv/8bit_Josh. And so we have like our little come back soon. The back little highlighted in green. It's looking good. Really, really liking how it's turned out so far. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited as I am for our new Planet Zoo series. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be crazy highly detailed. We're going to go with a, you know, as realistic, you know, designs and stuff that we can. Try to make it feel like a zoo that you would see in real life. If you want to follow me on my Twitch channel, feel free to do so. If you want to join Discord server, feel free to do so. All the links are down in the description as always. So with that being said, leave your comments, suggestions, and feedback down below. I am 8bit Josh, and thanks for watching. See ya.